kids wanted to get dressed up today, which is so funny because we've been in sweatpants for like 4 weeks. Hey, what did Mommy say Mommy and Daddy hid for you guys?
Yeah, do you know what you're about to go do?
Easter eggs! Are we Easter eggs? So our kiddos are going to go on their Easter egg hunt. And we put it up all around the house. So why don't you guys go find your Easter eggs, okay?
Okay, all right. Go look for some eggs.
And we're going to tell everybody happy Easter. Hey guys, there's some upstairs.
There's some upstairs too.
Go upstairs. There's a lot upstairs in your bedroom. You guys are definitely going to hear our kids in this. Easter is a really exciting time for us.
So let's back up. First of all, welcome to PursuIT Daily. I'm Matt.
I'm Dana.
This is Dana. Happy Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday.
Yes.
Woo!
Guys, we're not in sweatpants. We
did the whole
our
thing.
hair. The kids got dressed just to celebrate and to just honor Jesus. He's so good.
So thank you for joining us. And obviously this year looks a little different from an Easter perspective. It's a little unique. I know we've talked about it a little bit, and you all are very well aware of how different this year is for Easter and just for everything.
Hence. Our Easter egg hunt is in our home and not at the church.
It's happening right now. Chase is over here eating chocolate already, so wish us luck today. But yeah, I mean, it's just a unique year, and it's easy to get caught up in all of the things that we don't have. You know, we don't have.
Sissy.
Yeah,
Go get Sissy. Sissy found more.
Jeez, go find some more, buddy. Go find some more.
You guys, this is real life. I mean, we've been going live with these videos for 20 days 20
days, day 20.
And PursuIT Daily, Resurrection Sunday.
Yeah.
God is good, our kids are here.
Like I was saying though, yes, it's easy to get caught up in and focused on all of the things that we don't have. We don't have our normal traditions. We don't have all of our family and friends that we normally might meet with for Easter or to have a big feast or whatever your normal traditions and normal Easter may look like. It's possible and probable that it might not look like that this year.
And I think the thing to remember too is that believers and non-believers all over the world are celebrating differently this year specifically. And the cool thing is the same things that we have always celebrated about Easter, Jesus Christ, the resurrection, those things are still alive, if not more than ever than they are today. The freedom of God is being brought into homes during our worship experiences with our kids. Hey, Luella.
Hey guys, come here. I gotta show you something.
And just that freedom of the power of Jesus is being welcomed into our homes. And today Matt and I were like, we're just really going to be real with this because it's Easter. Maybe some of you your kids are already strung up on Easter candy. I know
sugar
highs. And we're just kind of embracing it. Like, you know what, God, you're good. You're here. Your freedom is here. We are alive in you. Our kids are alive in you. Yeah. We've been doing Easter crafts. Our church, Riza, sent us just some awesome worship experiences for the kids. So we've been doing that this morning. But I want to start off, too, in reading a scripture. So what I love is in 1 Corinthians 6:14, it talks about the resurrection of Jesus and what that does for us. It says, and God raised the Lord from the dead and will also raise us up by his power. And I think in this time, the resurrection of Jesus. Shh, buddy, go get your eggs.
He's finding all the bunnies.
He got all the bunnies. We put the ones we put around the house, we put crayons and coins so that they're not going to eat candy, hopefully.
Not just sugar.
Yeah, not just sugar. But I love that scripture because it says, God raised the Lord from the dead and will also raise us up by his power. And I think that is so important to remember right now that...
Look on the stairs, bud.
Look on the stairs. It's not all about us, our power, but it's about Jesus being alive and coming out of that grave for us. And like Matt said, those traditions and everything are going to be different this year, but the reason we celebrate Easter, the reason that everything is today, it's not just about family or food, it's about Jesus Christ. And I think that it's so great to be able to focus and draw in on that today.
Well, and it's to think about all the things that we might not have or that we don't have access to right now, or even just that we've lost or given up in this time. And then to think, but going all the way back to the first Easter, the first time when Jesus was crucified on the cross, think of the things that he gave up. Think of the things that he didn't have. I mean, even just the fact that he literally gave his entire life. Like, he gave up his life for us. And, like, that's powerful. I mean, there's literally no greater sacrifice. God gave his son, and then Jesus gave himself, his whole being. He came as a person, and then he was crucified. He was beaten. He was killed. And I know we've talked about this already, but obviously this is the time of year where we talk about that type of thing.
And we talked about yesterday, too, how he gave up everything, like Matt was saying, but then he also entered into the most extreme isolation anybody in mankind has ever known.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit yesterday about what that can look like and the power that we have when Jesus comes in. Good job. There's one in your bedroom. I think it's really important too to remember the first Easter that was ever celebrated. The women at the tomb came and they were fearful, and it wasn't celebrated in a huge church. The first Easter was celebrated amongst disciples, a small gathering of people in their homes, which is where we are today. And just to remember the power of that first Easter Sunday and the power that we have in our homes. So today it might not look like disciples. It may look like the little disciples that you're raising running around your home. But what is your focus on today? And just fix your eyes on the resurrection power of Jesus. And in Luke 24:6 it says, he is not here. He has risen just as he said. So promises that he said to you, that power can come alive through the resurrection. And the power from the cross of Jesus' resurrection isn't just for large congregations. It's for the hospitals, the hospital workers today. That power that comes alive because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So,
yeah. And I know it's cliche, but it's one of those times where it's like, let's just remember what Easter is all about. It's about the resurrection. It's not about, like you said, the candy.
And we're trying to teach our kids that too.
And we are in the midst of figuring that out with the kids.
But
as Chase shouts in the background about finding more candy and more eggs.
But I think too, what's really spoken to me in this time of isolation is how our neighbors and friends have been able to come together and just in love and show the love of God in such a beautiful way. We had somebody drop off homemade masks for us yesterday, that we would be safe, and then we've been egged, and we've egged our neighbors, and it's just so cool that we showed our kids through that. Like, you were taking the wallet to egg the neighbors with like plastic eggs and loving Jesus scriptures and everything, not real eggs. But that through that, it's shown the love of Jesus in such a unique way to them. So just continue to be a light in the darkness as you experience your worship service today, whatever that looks like. Honoring Jesus in your own time.
He found a cross. Yeah, it's a chocolate cross.
Say, Jesus is alive. Yeah. You guys, happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy
Enjoy
Resurrection
time
Sunday.
with your family, away from distractions.
Whatever it looks like this year for you, embrace it.
And it will be different. It will be different.
For sure. We'll be back tomorrow for one more day.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you're at and what your at-home sheltering may or may not look like, we committed to 21 days, no more, no less.
Let's say bye-bye.
So we will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Do you want to say bye-bye?
You want to say bye-bye?
Come say bye. Come here. You got to get in here.
You got to get in the camera. Say goodbye. You say
bye.
Jesus is alive.
Jesus is alive.
Say I have the power.
I have the power.
Through Jesus Christ. Bye, guys.
Jesus died.
Enjoy your family.
I need to open